Milton married a slow for the money, for her money. Could you imagine? I listen, I can't take anybody's word on anything, but I consider that a possibility because, again, the evidence would suggest that no normal woman would marry Melton. I mean, he's disgusting looking. He really doesn't have a lot going for him. So it would make sense. But does she have inherited money? How can a slow have money? Does she work at the stock exchange? Like, is she a blackjack dealer? What does she do? Does she clean toilets? How does she have money if she's a slow?
Well, not really.
Huh. Now it's unavailable. So John was making threats towards me and my family.
And I'm going to tell you, I'm telling you right now, you stick to me. If you care, stick to me, then...
Oh, Johnny made it private. Johnny made it private. Johnny's threatening my family. Oh, wow. Johnny was he scared now? Is Johnny scared? Oh, Johnny's scared. Johnny's scared? Johnny doesn't stand by what he says, does he, Johnny? Do you, Johnny? Are you scared, Johnny? Are you scared, Johnny? Johnny's going to come to my house again. Oh, no. Oh, no. He's threatening my family? I have underage children. John's threatening my family. I find that interesting. He's going to come to my house. He's a tough guy. Last time he came to my house, he wasn't even home. I wonder if he's going to check this time to see if I'm home. Wow, he's going to go after my family. I think that's illegal. I think that's illegal, especially when my wife works for the authorities. But John talks a big game. We know he's a coward. We see what he does. Remember, he went to Melton's house when Melton wasn't there. He went to my house when I wasn't there. Oh. Johnny's afraid. Johnny talks a tough game. He's going to come to my house again? Oh, I'm afraid. What is he going to do? He's going to talk to my doorman? Remember, Johnny, you came already once? So maybe I'll get the authorities involved already since you're threatening to come again. Wouldn't that be interesting? I think it would. I think it would be interesting. Could find out what's going on with Stuttering John. I think the authorities might be interested. I think they very well might be. I mean, listen, John can do nothing. John's a loser. We know that. We know all that. We know all this. John can come to my house. He can do whatever he wants. Now he's going to talk to my first wife. He's going to talk to my second wife, my third wife. Wow, John's sticking it to me. John's a coward. Maybe I'll go see his mother. Hey, yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll see how she has such an outstanding credit score. Everybody knows where she lives, don't they? I'll ask her about the loan. Yeah, John. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll go ask her about the loan, how you got this loan, this mortgage fraud. I'm curious about this mortgage fraud. So I know everybody knows where she lives. I don't, but I'm sure it's easy to find out. Because everybody knows where she lives. Remember, everybody was sending her, Vince was sending her cookies and KFC. But John's threatening underage children and people who work for the district attorney. So let's see how that goes. It should be interesting. Of course, John's a coward, and he's threatening me like anybody's afraid of this clown. Anybody. Nobody's afraid of Stuttering John. We see what he does. He's going to sue this guy. He's going to sue that guy. Him and Vince, the lawyer, what they're up to, all the shenanigans they're up to, and then nothing happens. John's a coward. He's a no-talent coward. And he said he's doing better than me. John, remember after the old Tonight Show? Nobody was a calling. What happened? What happened there, Johnny boy? Huh? Johnny got nervous. He's like, I better take that down. The authorities might get. John, don't worry. We got it, John. We got it. You already came there once. Walter will back me up. Remember your buddy Walter? I think you do. He said he was a fan. I guess we're going to find out. Threatening children. Huh. Threatening children. You already came once. We know that. You already came once. And Walter will back it up. But now you're going to come again. You're threatening again. Wow. John's this amazing career. Basically, John was like a kid actor. You know, kid actors get parts because they're cute and adorable. But then as they get older, they're not cute and adorable anymore. They're just another ugly adult. That was John. John's whole hook was that he stuttered. So Howard Stern could do something with it. Jay Leno couldn't. And nobody else could since. But John's bragging about his career and threatening to go after my kids. He's coming to my house. Uh-oh. Should I tell the authorities? John, when are you coming? When are you coming over? Let me know. I'll be waiting. And I don't have to ambush you. I'll be waiting right out in front. You know where I live. Let's do it, John. John's coming. He's coming up to New York like anybody's afraid of John. John, what's your track record? Why should I be afraid? Have you ever done anything? I know you and Vince play this pretend lawsuit stuff. It's amazing. Hey, I'm gonna sue Vince, and Vince is gonna sue him, and then Shuli's gonna sue him, and then I have a boat. Oh my God, John, you're amazing. The content you create is amazing. It's amazing. John's like, yeah, I'm going to come. Okay. All right. Well, fair is fair. I've never been to your mom's house. You've been to my house. So fair is fair. I'll swing by and say hello. Like you did the first time with me. You swung by to say hello, right? Wasn't that the game? You swung by to say hi? Hi. So I'll just swing by. Tell your mom I'm a fan. I'm a fan of Johnny Boys, the stutterer. Yeah, maybe I can say hi to your sister. that wildebeest, whatever they call her. I don't know what she's called on the streets. It's not happening. But I usually don't get families involved. But John's like, no, you talked about my mom. Yeah, your mom was on the show, you fucking loser. She was on your show. John's a little panicked because everyone's moved on to Steel Toe. Even Shuley has moved on to Steel Toe. John's like, what is it? What's in store for me? What does that mean to me? My business model. Am I going to have Vince on? Or the Clay Dabbler? Creating great content. Stuttering John since 1962. Incredible. So I just came on to watch John while watching me. And then he made it private. He got scared. I think we got it, though, John. I think we got everything we need. So we'll see. Won't we see, Johnny? I mean, I can't even. Yeah, this might be the show for today. Maybe I'll take the rest of the day off. I mean, it's like, let me see how I did yesterday. Let me see what they're saying. And my YouTube, my Twitter's blocked. My Twitter got blocked again. My Twitter's blocked again. They made me delete something, and they didn't even tell me. Hold on, I gotta check something. I'm getting a lot of notifications, mostly from the authorities. John's like, they won't care. I didn't find out how I did yesterday. I think I did pretty good, John. And everybody's worried that I'm not doing as well. I think I'm doing pretty good. Hold on, let me see if something's up. Oh, here it is. Here it is, Johnny. Here it is. Let's take a look at it. Maybe the authorities would be interested in this. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. I know these are threats against children. These are threats against minors. So let's see what happens here. Let's see what this is. Since he already came once, these are not idle threats. He already came once. So he's basically threatening to come again and harm my family. Got it. Let's see.
Well, not really everybody, not necessarily. Pinky, let me tell you something. I know what you're doing, and I'm going to give you.
What am I doing? I'm just doing shows.
A little warning.
Oh, another warning. Oh, a warning. A warning. Let's see what the warning is officially.
It's not really a warning, actually.
Oh, good.
It's a piece of reality. And it's...
Wow, I'm going to get some reality. I'm going to get reality served on how they say it? Served cold, served on a dish. What do they say? John will probably come up with something clever. Okay, everyone can stop DMing me now. I got everything I need. Thank you.
And reality is best served cold.
Oh, see, I knew
Stick to me.
Up with something stupid.
You understand?
Wow.
Very simple.
Wow. Like when you came over to my house, John, where my family lives, were underage children there. Minors. Walter will back it up. I can just go right to the authorities right now. This guy's threatening me. They'll know where to find you. If they can't find you, they'll find your mother because maybe you live, your mom basically represents you. She got your house, etc. So maybe everything's in her name. Maybe you don't even have ID when you're in Florida. You're persona non grata.
I know you're jealous of me. I get it.
John, nobody's jealous of you. That's like Steel Toe saying people are jealous of him. You know what's so sad about Steel Toe? I know I digress, but you know what's so sad about Steel Toe? Steel Toe's charges are a joke. And the fact that Steel Toe's too much of a coward to fight back, that's the saddest part of all. That's the saddest. And, you know, people from Minnesota, I was doing some thinking today, and, you know, Walter Mondale was from Minnesota. Remember he got squashed in 1984? Hubert Humphrey ran for president in 1968. And he got squashed by Nixon. And now they got this Tim Walz. Minnesota, you know, they say Illinois is the land of Lincoln. Minnesota is the land of losers. I mean, Tim Walz was going to bring it home for the Democrats. I mean, they didn't do their homework. Humphrey got destroyed. Well, not destroyed, but he lost in 68. And Mondale got destroyed. Mondale won only one state in 1984. That was the great state of Minnesota. At least he won his own state. He lost every other state and the District of Columbia. But the Democrats are like, let's go back to Minnesota because we do so well with those candidates. And this is what the people from, I've never met anyone from Minnesota. I'm like, this guy's very impressive. Chad will be like, what about Nick Swartzen? Exactly. Case, Your Honor, case closed. I rest my case. But Steel Toe just sitting there and taking the abuse, and he's like, well, I can't say anything. His jokes, his charges are a joke. His charges are a joke. He sent a picture to Gino Bisconte. That's not revenge porn. That's sharing a picture with somebody. Revenge porn is putting it on Instagram, social media, etc. Or sending it to her parents or whatever. But sending it to Gino Bisconte, I mean, that's a crime because it's a crime of stupidity. But I mean, so Steel Toe is like, I can't say nothing. Where Nick Ricotta's basically did coke with his kids, and he's talking. He's talking about getting blowjobs, etc.
I know you can't wrap your head around that I bought my house, that I might.
No, you didn't buy your house. You told me your mom basically bought your house. Your mom got the loan. You didn't get the loan. Your mom got the loan. So again, is that mortgage fraud? I don't know. The great state of Florida, there's a lot of duplicitous shit going on down there. So maybe they don't care. Maybe a state like Florida, they don't care. But you didn't buy the house. Your mom's name is on the house. She's on the deed. By God. I mean, listen, everybody's seen the documents.
Have a boat or maybe not. I know. Yeah,
no, you have a boat. I confirmed it with the sorcerer. He said you do have a boat. He confirmed it. He looked it up. You have a boat. You paid cash for the boat. That's right. That's right. John had $27,000 in unmarked bills, and he walked up and he said, I mean, the fact that we're supposed to believe John's mom had to buy him a house, but somehow he bought a boat with his shitty credit. So he paid cash, or his mom paid for this too?
That's fine. I understand why it's bothering to you because I've had a much better career. I've been waiting.
Right. John hasn't been in demand since when? 2000. When did he leave Howard Stern? 2005. And they were like, they had no use for him anymore. The stuttering thing, I don't know if he cured it or whatever. They paid him next to nothing, so they didn't care if he stayed. It's like Shuley. They don't care if you stay or go. But once he left, they don't care. And then he went to Jay Leno, and Jay Leno had no use for him. So Jay Leno kept him around because he didn't want to look like it was a giant failure. So he kept John around because if he fires John right away, it looks bad on them. It looks bad on John, but it looks bad on Jay Leno and the clowns that hired him. So they kept John around, but then no gigs, nothing since then. I mean, we're talking 20 years. No one's had any interest in this guy. And again, if he was a writer, again, I know lots of writers who do it professionally. And if you have any talent as a writer, you get job after job after job. John was an Uber driver.
Way more successful. And let's face it, I'm more talented than you are.
Right. At what? At what, John? John basically said he stole his whole podcast persona from me, but now he's more talented. He's better at being me than me.
That's a fact, Jack.
Right.
And I'm the most talented entertainer out of my siblings, which is not the case with you.
Oh no, you're talking about Neil? My beloved Neil? Is that what you're talking about, Johnny? That stings. That stings. Did Keanu write this for you? You mean Neil? Neil who finally got a girlfriend? Neil who's all ears? Neil who did the Chappelle show? You guys have a lot in common. You haven't done anything in 20 years. Neil did the Chappelle show 20 years ago. And now he does stand-up. He's brave. He's like your daughter's son. He's brave. He's brave.
And I do understand that you have this animosity and anger towards me just based in your envy and jealousy.
Right. That's what it is.
But now you start in with family again.
No. I didn't start in with anything. No, you're the one that came to my house. You're the one that doxed my wife. Remember, I haven't done anything. So let's see what the authorities decide on this one. Let's see. Threatening children. I don't know if they like that. I think they don't. I'm pretty sure I didn't go to law school or cop school, but I think they don't take a shine to that.
Now, it's bad enough that you called my mother a dumb twice and called my sister ugly Danny DeVito fucking midget or whatever you called her.
What do you call her?
I forget what terms you...
No, they were on the show. I just commented like everybody else would do. When somebody pops up on your stream, I'm like, who's that? So that's John's sister. I'm like, oof. So Neil's had a better career than her? Is that what you're saying? Oh, that makes sense. Neil's ugly, but he's not as ugly as your sister.
You used... But, again, I came by your house then for that simple reason.
Right. Where minor children live. So let's see what happens.
Reason. When you start fucking with my family.
No. I never fuck with your family, but you've officially. I just want to play this so the authorities can see this, because I've never fucked with his family. I never went to his house. Never went to his mom's house or his sister's house, or I don't know what other siblings he has. Never went to Jay Leno's house or Howard Stern's house.
You called her. I forget what terms you used. But again, I came by your house then for that simple reason. When you start fucking with my family, Kev, then we're gonna have problems. Now,
right. When you came to my house where minor children live. I'm just pointing out the obvious. I just want John to say he came to my house, and he did. He said,
I don't really think that
we have witnesses.
What terms you used?
We have witnesses. John was talking to my doorman, and my doorman still works there. He's gonna love to testify in court.
But again, I came by your house then for that simple reason. When you start fucking with my family, Kev, then we're gonna have problems.
No, I never fuck with your family. I commented on your mom because she was on the stream repeatedly, and then your sister was on the stream. That's all I did. But go ahead. Let's see what the authorities think. You might want to run this by your team, your legal team, John, and/or Vince the Clown lawyer.
Now, I don't really think that you want those kind of problems, because I'm not the kind of guy you want to be fucking with.
I'm not. You seem like an old guy who takes a lot of pills. So I should be afraid of you too? And Melton and Shuley and Bob and who else? Rob Saul.
You're playing with fire.
I'm not. John, you're a loser. No one's afraid of you. Not in any universe is anyone afraid of you. Nobody is afraid of you. We see what you do. You talk a big game. You talk to Vince the lawyer. You guys sue each other. You go back and forth with Shuli, and then you sit in your house and you do nothing.
I am coming by there again.
Wow.
I'm coming to New York very soon.
Wow, another threat.
To be fucking with. You're playing with fire. I am coming by there again. I'm coming to New York very soon.
Wow, another threat. Literally a threat against my family, children, etc. That's a fact, Jack. That's a fact, Jack. He's literally threatening. What happened? Oh. It's still here. I just did something. Got to play by their rules. Got to play by their rules. You can't hit the wrong button.
You're playing with fire. I am coming by there again. I'm coming to New York very soon. And when I go there, I'm going to have right now a little talk with you. Just a talk. This is not a threat, YouTube terms of service.
No, it is a threat. It is a threat because you already came by. You said you came by. And now you're saying you're coming by again, and I have small children. So this is definitely a threat, and I will take this to the local authorities. That's a fact, Jack. I don't know if I'll do it today. I don't know if I'll do it Monday because that's Veterans Day. But I will be taking this to the authorities. And again, John, you're famous. You'll be easy to find. Unless you're incognito in Florida.
Just to talk. But a little talk with you. Just to talk again. Those kind of problems. Because I'm not the kind of guy you want to be fucking with. You're playing with fire. I am coming by there again. I'm coming to New York very soon. And when I go there, I'm going to have right now a little talk with you.
You are. Okay. The same place my kids live? So you're coming to threaten me. You're threatening me with violence or just a talk? But you've come before, so now you're coming back again. For what reason? No, I think this is definitely a threat since we have witnesses that you're already there.
Just a talk. This is not a threat, YouTube terms of service. Just to talk.
Right.
But you continue.
Right. Look at this clown. Sweaty, taking his pills. Everyone's afraid of some old man who's going to do what? What's he going to do?
With your abhorrent threats.
Threats? No, you're making threats. I've never made a threat. You came to my house. You're threatening me now. But no, I've never made a threat.
And now you're involving my ex-wife.
How?
If you're going to start with that.
How am I involving your ex-wife? I'm involving your ex-wife in what capacity?
Nonsense. Well, you have a wife.
Have I been to your ex-wife's house? Like you've been to my house? My apartment where you saw Walter?
Don't you? I know where she works.
Wow. Yeah, fuck with that. I highly recommend that. John's a fucking coward. John, I highly recommend you fucking with my wife's job. Highly recommend. Text me right now. I'll give you all her pertinent information. Yes. Fuck with the DA. Let's do it, John.
I do.
Let's do it. Yeah, I know. Let's do it. Let's do it.
You don't think I don't know that?
You think I give a fuck? You think anyone gives a fuck about you, John? John, you're a loser. You're a nothing loser. Yes. Yes, contact the DA. Let's see what they do. And then I'll be like, oh, this guy's threatening me. And I'll be like, oh, yeah, you're right. He came by once, and now he said he's coming again. And you have minor children. Maybe they're walking out of the building when John shows up. That's definitely a threat. Again, I'll have to check with my legal pals, but it smells like a threat. You're coming to my house?
But I wouldn't do that.
No, you
That's
already
not
did
who I
it.
am.
You already did it, you piece of shit. You already did it. Remember? You already did it. They already have all the information. So do it again. Let's do it again. They already have all the information. They've already been notified. You fucking loser.
But if you think,
John, no one's afraid of you. You're a fucking loser. Sit in your shitty house in Florida that your mom bought and make threats. You fucking loser. You didn't come up for Christmas. Say hi to your mommy. Mommy, thank you for the house.
they were gonna mess with me.
John, literally everybody messes with you. Remember? Everybody does. I just here watching. But remember you and Shuli were you had pictures of somebody's kids' pictures, the drawings. I mean, you guys are fucking pathetic losers. And now John's panicking because everyone's moved on to Steel Toe. Even Shuli, Carl's gone. Carl doesn't do Stuttering John anymore. So John's panicking. So he has to start trouble. He's going to come up to my house again. Don't mess with the Duke. Right.
Well,
and again, John's already been there. That's what the authorities are really interested in. These are not idle threats because he's already been there. I've done nothing. I've contacted nobody. But John has. So do it again, John. Let's see what happens. They've done. It's already been documented. All this has been documented. So do it again. Let's see what happens. Of course, John won't. John's afraid. John has no money. So, of course, he doesn't have money for anything. He can't hire an attorney. He has no money. He's like Gino Bisconte. This guy's a real pro. Howard Stern taught you how to do a show like this? Take your pills on the air, John. Is that what he told you? Is that what he told you in the shitware? Is that why you guys are so good at the broadcasting? Huh? Is that why? Is that why, Johnny?
well then, we're gonna have issues.
Oh, no. I'm going to have issues. Whatever will I do? Are you going to throw a drink at me?
Okay?
Yeah. Oh, what do you mean issues? You're going to come to my house? You're going to come to my apartment where I live with my children and my wife? That's a threat. You've been there before. That's a threat. And my wife's job is already completely aware of you. Trust me. Got it. Let's do it, big boy. Let's do it. I don't know if everyone's open on Monday, but let's do it. Let's do it, Johnny. Johnny thinks I'm afraid. I'm afraid of Johnny. Oh, he's giving me a stern talk.
Now, I've never said a bad word about your wife.
Oh, you have. And they're very familiar with you. She's already notified them of past threats. So yes, you have. You completely have, you fucking loser. You fucking piece of shit.
I never tried to contact her.
Yeah, you okay, John, let's do it again. Let's do everything again. Come to my building, say hello to Walter, and contact my wife's job. Let's do it again. Come on, Johnny.
Never asked her to come on the show, and not even your first wife. I know who she is.
Oh, you're going to contact my first wife. Wow. I'd like to see what she has to say. I have no contact with her, but I'd like to see how she's doing. I think she's married to a lady.
I know where she lives.
Oh, no. This sounds like another threat. Sounds like John's doing a lot of threats. And again, these are all legitimate threats because he's already been to my house. It's been documented. He's tried to contact my wife's work. It's been documented. These are all facts. So when he does it again, they're going to be like, okay, this is not a one and done. So we're going to have to take matters into our own hands.
But I've never tried.
No, you have. Remember?
But you are.
I am? What did I do? Did I go to your house? Did I go to any of your family's house? Have I contacted anybody in your family? No, I haven't. Have I tried to contact Susanna? I haven't. John, you're a loser. John thinks he's like some tough guy based on what? Remember we saw him in Atlantic City. He's like 5.5 feet tall, hunched over, not quite Melton-y, but hunched over. And two people recognized him, so he thought he was killing it.
You are. And that ain't going to sit well with the Duke, you understand?
Oh, I hate to upset the Duke. That'd be terrible if I upset the Duke, wouldn't it? That'd be terrible. I know why John's doing this. He has to pretend that I made threats because no one's paying attention to him anymore. John's like, whatever will I do? They're all paying attention to Steel Toe and Nick Ricotta. Even Shuley. It's like Tom and Jerry or the Roadrunner. When the Roadrunner or whatever, whoever chased the Roadrunner, what was that guy's name? He's like, no, I'm not chasing a Roadrunner anymore. I'm going to go chase somebody else. And Roadrunner's like, beep, beep.
Leave her out of it. My family has nothing to do with this.
Well, I've never contacted your family. I comment when they're on the show. I'm like, why would John put his mom on the show? John's an idiot and a loser. But again, he'll drag anybody in for content. And then his sister, remember, he would make his mom bring him like beers or water and then have her on the stream. And then people would comment on it. And John was like, don't bring my mom or family into it. John brings them in. And then he gets mad when you comment. You can't even comment. I guess that's what John's saying. My family is not on my show for a reason, John. You fucking loser.
This is me. Stick to me.
Right. Look at this clown. This is almost 4 minutes in. He's still going through the ritual of the pills and the water, just like Howard Stern taught him. I mean, these guys are such losers. Shuley and him literally deserve each other. They're just with the threats, and then Shuley's going to do this and the works, and these guys are such losers.
Because I'm not going to, believe me.
What do you get? What?
I am coming again. Hopefully you'll be home this time.
Yeah, let me know. Give me some heads up. And I'm sure the authorities will be thrilled to know that you're coming again. I'm sure they'll be, since I have minor children, under the age of 18, they'll be thrilled to know you're coming.
And don't think I'm not going to be coming to have a serious conversation with you, because I am.
Okay. Right. Where my children live, my wife lives. Okay. Right.
And I'm going to tell you, like I'm telling you right now, you stick.
John will show up randomly, and he won't check if I'm there. John's a fucking coward. The first time he went, he was like, I'm here. John, let me know next time you're coming, and I'll be standing out in front of the building like the TMZ was. Like the paparazzi was. Remember when I got in trouble with Matthew Perry? When I said he was a junkie, you had a problem with that too?
To me.
4 minutes in, he's still drinking and taking the pills. He couldn't take them before the show because that's how bad he is at this. And that's when he's like, why does Brennan do so much better than me? Well, I got a good show. I have Rob Solon and that Clay guy with a mask on, and I take all my pills during the stream. That's when everybody should take pills, right? When you watch the nightly news, they first 5 minutes of the show, they're taking pills.
If you can't stick to me, then
John, just shut the fuck up. John's such a fucking loser. If you can't stick to me, then what, John? What, John?
I'm gonna have to do what I have to do. Right.
The little midget's gonna fight me? Oh no. Oh, that'll be scary. Wow. Is this another work, John? Well, these guys are fucking sad. Wow. This is really something. Literally a guy making threats on a stream. And now he's gonna beat me up. Listen, I got it clipped. Thank you. I'm not gonna dox who clipped it, but fantastic work. Because again, John knew Vince Delore is probably like, you better take that down. You better take that down. You said a lot of shit, incriminating shit. John's like, I did. I get so caught up in taking all my pills that I lose track of my thoughts. So Vince Delore is probably like, you better take that down. We got it. Stuttering John is such a baby. Fuck Stuttering John. He's a coward. He's panicking. Shuli's panicking. I was in such a good mood today. I couldn't even believe it. And I was like, wow, I'm in such a good mood. And I think it's just partly because it's like, it's all happening. It's like Bob quit. Shuli's watching Steel Toe now. He knows that, like I used to say to Bob, you can't watch Stuttering John forever. Nobody is, at some point, people are just not going to give a shit. And Bob's like, no, they will forever. And then Bob quits. And now Shuli's watching Steel Toe. Shuli's panicking. And Shuli made $83 last night on their pop-up show. A 90-minute show, they made $83. Divided by how many? 7? I mean, these guys are such losers. These Stern clowns are such losers. And we have a title, Stern Clowns. Shuli made $83. And now John's threatening to come. It's a threat against my whole family, not just me. He can say whatever the fuck he wants. If he's coming to my building, like he did before, it's a threat. It's a threat against my whole family. These are facts. You don't have to go to fucking law school to realize what's happening. If the guy comes once and then he's saying he's going to come by again, and then he's showing his muscles, it's a threat. It's definitely a threat, Johnny boy. And I'm sure John never takes the shows down that quick. So I'm sure Vince Delore was like, you better take that down. But we clipped it anyway. Beautiful clip, as Trump would say. Beautiful clip. Thank you, DJQ. Will the source be on his boat from his boat tonight? I don't know. I might not even do a show tonight to stick it to everybody. What day is it? You spoil us, KB. Listen. It goes both ways. You guys spoil me. I mean, that's a fact, Jack. And again, I had some free time, so I'm like, let me. And what I really wanted to do. Somebody pointed out that John was talking threats against my family. So I'm like, let me go live before he takes the show down. But then Vince Delore's probably like, you better take the show down. Brennan's going live. But again, we got it, John. We got everything we need. So that's why I went live at this time. So will I be going live later? I don't know. But this is why I went live now, because I wanted to get the clip before John found out I was on. And I just wanted to play it so I'd have it on my show for the authorities.